Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about gratuity salaries, which basically means getting paid by tips. This is common in restaurants and bars, so it's like a server salary or bartending salary. Most places this is not mandatory, but it's expected. So optional. In some places, then it's like tagged onto the bill. So, when you walk into a place and you'll see a sign when you first walk in, it says included on the bill, 25% tip. Look out for those signs. So I think that the fix to this ultimately would be to pay a standard salary to a server, but above minimum wage. So right now, servers make a base salary of $225 to $285 an hour, depending on state and restaurant. So you would basically have to make $5 an hour so that's $5 a table, essentially, to make minimum wage. But realistically, how many of us can live on minimum wage if you're supporting yourself? So increase that to $15 an hour, maybe, if you're a single person home family, however. And you would have to make $13 an hour to compensate for your hourly salary. And again, this doesn't sound super hard, and most of the time it's not. But you take into account the factors that affect tip pay. So you get a slow day. Let's say that you don't have any tables for 3 or 4 hours of an 8-hour shift. You don't make money for 3 or 4 hours. You make that $285 or $225 or whatever it is you're making. Or let's say that you have 1 or 2 tables and they decide that they're in a bad mood, or that you didn't do your job correctly, or the kitchen messed up even and you have to pay for it, so you don't get tipped. Something like that happens. Or even with COVID, you get way less tables. I worked a shift at the beginning with COVID, and I had half as many tables. So I had like 2 tables maybe per hour, and your tips drop tremendously. So, and people aren't willing to spend as much. And typical tip rates are like 10 to 15% on a $50 check, which is $5 to $7.50 essentially. And if people come at dinner time, it's that every 2 hours per table. But still, I feel like it shouldn't rely on those variable factors. Also, the burden shouldn't be on customers to pay your salary. I feel like that burden should be taken off of customers. Your salary should be paid when you walk in the door. And you're running your own business. I mean, you're responsible for those customers the minute that they sit down to the minute that they check out. You refill their drinks, you deliver them their food. You're responsible for their experience and their money and their time there for the 2 hours that they're there, or however long. So I feel like there should be a fix to this. Thank you.